What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Howie Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Smith with the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Driven back.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to work.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll run it. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. He hauls it in and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Buckeyes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The handoff. There he goes. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Right side, it's Keith. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Out wide right, it's Scott. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Gets the back moving. Left side, it's Riley. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
He'll try to do it himself. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll send the back in motion. Snapped on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Ready to fire from the pistol. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On the move. Defense all over him. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tavian St. Clair. Timed that hit perfectly and keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. throw for it on fourth. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He's got enough. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Driving forward, it's Riley. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. St. Clair looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. He's past the sticks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Right side, it's Rodgers. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Takes a shot as he lets it go. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Gives it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, St. Clair. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it down the field. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A run for the quarterback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Ohio State! He'll try to tack on one more. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Drops back on first down. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 18 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Sends it back in motion. He leaves it with the back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jumped on top of the pile. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Motion from the back. Powers inside. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Out wide right, it's Rogers. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Gets the back moving. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Tide.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. back out there. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant.
Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Looking for a crease. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Now here's Russell. Look out. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, look out on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll take it himself. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets rid of it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Making the adjustment. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. It's the hole. It's Rodgers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Taken down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Give to the running back. Gets away from one. He's got space. Got a little touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Riley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down to the air. Buying time to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Changing the routes with his receivers. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's going to run it. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Here's some daylight. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being...
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Unloads to the wideout. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. The play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Pulls it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They want to run this quarterback. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw one first. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Still looking. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, going to throw it. Rolls right. Going for 6. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coach.